In this video, we are going to be spending 24 hours as Gojo inside of King Legacy. And what I mean by that is we are going to be using the brand new Gate Fruits, which one of the abilities awfully resembles something Gojo does. The other one's not so much, but I mean, it's the coolest character that resembles. And honestly, it's just a really cool fruit, so I just want to use it a whole bunch. But if you haven't already and you do enjoy this video, please drop a quick like and subscribe. It is free and it does help out the channel. But let's go ahead and get started because this is going to be a ton of grinding. Good thing this fruit is good. Whoa, hold up. Okay, so before we actually start this video, one more thing. I don't really do this often in videos, but I'd like to give a quick thank you for 75,000 subscribers, which is just insane. That's a lot of people. And I also don't normally ever really do giveaways, but I do want to do a small giveaway. For 75,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away a permanent fruit in this video, but technically it's going to be on my Discord because it's the only really way I know how to do a fair giveaway. So if you do want to participate, it's going to last for a week, and all you really got to do is join my Discord and verify your Roblox account. Also subscribe because this is for a subscriber goal, so you might as well. But if you do want to get a permanent Gate Fruit, it is incredibly powerful and really good for PvE and PvP. Go join it up. I also ask that you have played the game a bit because you do need to have a level to be traded this type of stuff. So like at least be like level like 1,000 or something. I don't know. But okay, let's actually go ahead and get started. All right, so to do this challenge, there is a few different things we're doing. First of all, I'm on a completely fresh account, as you can see, level 0. 0 cash and 0 gems. I will be spending Robux, but not directly. There's not really a lot of game passes in here that benefit me because they remove ×2 experience. But I will at level 250 or level 300, I forget which one it is. I will be giving this account an experience crown, make it level up a little bit faster. And for the last little bit, I can't give this account a Gate Fruit outside of like gifting it one, but that is 2,000 Robux. That's not happening. So at level 300 or so, I'm going to trade over a Gate Fruit that I have on my main account, which I traded a pretty decent price for. Pretty fair considering right now it's worth like 5 to 10 Seeking Fins. So to start off this challenge instead, I'm going to be giving my new account a very similar fruit that still works. And that's going to be the Gravity Fruit. Now my reasoning is this scene right here. That looks like a lot of gravity. So this will be my starting fruit until level 300. So now this is all explained. I'm literally only using this one to speed up the 300 level so we can actually use the fruit. Because we'll basically be using this for like the first 5 islands in the game. Not that long, but longer than I want to. So I think to get started, let's go ahead and claim this quest right here to defeat 20 soldiers because it gives way more experience than doing the normal quest would. And yeah, okay, that does not do enough damage yet. Okay, let's go ahead and actually, one second, we go to this NPC and buy myself a katana. There we go. So now that we did that quest, we're going to gain a whole bunch of levels. Look at that. That's good. And I forgot to enter the code. Well, guessing I enter it now. I guess we'll go ahead and do this quest because this isn't too bad either. Man, I would be level like 50 if I did that correctly. Well, I'll just save it for normal leveling, I guess, because these don't give a whole lot. And for the last basic quest we can go ahead and do this quest. This is when I'll actually enter the code. We can actually enter for this one. Let's go ahead. Do this quest is pretty easy. I'm going to go ahead and just buy the biggest, fastest boat I could buy. And there. This thing's so bad to turn. Before we clear this, let's go ahead and enter the code. So now we have 30 minutes of ×2 experience. And this is now going to give us 160,000 experience. Okay, that is really good. Well, that's ticking. Let's head over to our next island while we let that happen. There you go. Level 80 immediately. So we can just directly move on directly to this boss right here, Buggy, with a bunch of points into fruit. I now have all of my abilities. Don't actually know what this is going to do. Not too bad. There we go. So now that should make us level 100, which means we can move on to the 3rd island already. And there we go. Now we're level 120. So we can go ahead and do this quest, which is to defeat the captain, which is just the guy in the middle. Not too difficult. Okay, there we go. Now we're level 180, level 200, 230s, and very quickly we're already level 250, so we can move on to the last island where we have to use the Gravity Fruit. And we still have 7 minutes to boost, so we're doing good. And there we go. Level 300. So let me go ahead and give myself the Gate Fruit now. So here we go. 1 12-hour boost, the Experience Crown, and also a Gate Fruit for us to use. Let's see how big of a pain this is going to be now. So with this, we already have our first 3 abilities, which is really good. That is most of our combat strength right off the bat. The only things we're missing is our ultimate ability, which is very strong, and then our ability to teleport wherever we want. And let's test our damage. Oh, this might be kind of bad. I need help. I'll rely on that ability a lot. Okay, so I think my main goal is I'll use the C as like a final damage thing. Yeah, we can do this. Okay, there we go. Level 350. Not having a fly is kind of annoying. Need to get more double jumps. But we're at 1,000 points now, so I actually have access to the teleport menu, so I can just teleport to here or any island, which is going to be nice for traveling. But let's see. Can I combo this guy without dying in one hit? Yeah, I take 2 hits. That's good to know. That's about where I'm at right now. I die in 2 hits. And there we go, level 400. So now we have access to the next island, Snow. And now I'm very curious, how will I do with a group of enemies? I mean, if I can one-shot them, that'd probably work a little better. I'll probably have to do something like this. Yeah, that works well. I think I'm also going to go ahead and finally start using the 12 hours of experience boost. So at this point, I'll be making twice as much. Hopefully until we're like well into second C. Hopefully. We shall see. Okay, 450. Okay, there we go. Level 500. So now we can do this quest, the King Snow, which gives 4 million experience. Actually 8 million. And actually 9.6 because of the experience crown, giving 20%. So we are going to make a lot of experience off of these 4 kills. There we go. Look at these levels. Am I just going to skip Chopper? Yeah, I just skipped Chopper. Okay, on to the next island. I think is desert. It was. That was a very good quest. That gave me 37 levels. That was perfect. And every single base quest gives 4 to 5 levels. This is having a boost makes this so much nicer. Okay, 625. Next enemy. And there we go. With these levels, I now have 2,000 fruit points, which at this point, if you're curious why I've been doing this as Gojo with gate fruit, you're about to see why if you don't know what this fruit does. Yep. Gojo time. There you go. 725. So now it's this quest, which isn't too bad. There we go. Level 800. So now we can go to the next island, which is Sky. This island is going to be fun. Mainly because I need to get 1 million cash. I think it's 1 million. It might be 500K. Ooh, I have 2 double jumps now. Oh, we're leveling up. But I need 1.5 million to learn observation. I really want to learn that. See, that's the problem with times 2 experience. I would have that money, but I've been doing half the quests I needed. I'll have to buy it later once I get enough money. 850, so now we can head up here and kill the bosses, which will be easier. Defeat Ballman. Yep, we got this. Okay, now we're level 900, so we can do the next one. There we go, level 1,000, so we move on to the next island. I didn't make enough money, though, sadly, to buy observations, so I'll come back to buy that, but let's head over to Bubble now. And I can go ahead and buy this now, which I will. We can now buy armament for 500,000. I think level 1,000, it'll let you do it. Now when I press T, I now have armament, which is pretty good. That's also not the right enemy I need to fight. I need to fight these guys, I realize. 1,100. Okay, I think hit level 1,150, which gave me this quest. Yeah, it was. I'm a little bit behind on that, but there we go. Very good. Oh, look at that. I just got Dragon Standard. That is a rare drop, one of the 2 drops from these ram chests, and that's nice. I haven't got one of these in a while. Very cool. 1,250. So now it wants me to go over to, I think, to lobby? Yeah, lobby. Also, this is the first island where I think, like, one of Luffy's first major fight against Rob over there. Especially one of the first major ones where he got pretty beat up. So once I get over that enemy, I have something to change into. 1325. Now we get to kill the giraffe. The superior fruits. There we go. Level 1,400. Now we have access to the last enemy here. And I think out of every C1 boss, this is the best one for us to get a little messed up on. we look a little crazy. Just a little bit. You know, I probably should have done that when I unlocked Hollow Purple, because that is also when this happened. But now still works. And accurately, as soon as this happens, he kind of beats up the bad guy, like, immediately. Doesn't stand a chance. But I just realized I have 1.5 million. I can head back to the Sky Island, get myself some observations. So there we go. And there we go, level 1,500. So now we can head over to the Zombie Island. Actually, how will I actually be able to do this? Let's see, can I group up 3 of them at a time with this? I cannot. You know what? These zombies are so annoying to farm. I'm just gonna head back to lobby till I unlock the next quest. Doing 5 at a time, especially that far apart, is not fun. And Leo's actually quite easy to kill. I don't even have to use the ult. I could just do this, wait a few moments, and this. Easy kill. Ah, and there we go. We finally got max fruit. I'm gonna put a bit more into health, and I'm guessing I'll start putting stuff into sword earlier this time so I can add to my combo. Well, one of my main goals is I want to get the Hellblade. So I'll be going to public servers for C2. So I can fight that to try to get Hellblade, because that's what I'm using my main right now. I'm very much enjoying it, and maybe get some good drops from like Sea Kings and stuff. Okay, there we go. 1,600. So now we can actually kill the boss, which will be a little bit better. I mean, he's only a little bit tankier, but he's basically the exact same thing. So heck yeah, I got an orb, so I went ahead and spawned ores, which I actually don't even know if I get how much experience I get from him. This is a test. Let's see. Okay, 1.2 million experience. Honestly, not that much, but I did get Mom's Blade, which is good. There we go. And there we go. We're level 1,700 now, so we can actually head over to, I think, War Island? Yeah, War Island. Okay, 1,800 and 1,850. Okay, 1,925. Okay, there we go. Level 2,000. Next island. Before we actually head over there, let's go ahead and claim this quest right here, which gives a decent amount of experience. It's going to give us like 90 million experience total. Let's head over to, I think it's Fishland. Yeah, it's Fishland. But there we go. With that quest, we're going to go from level 2,000 all the way up to level 2,028. So that is a decent amount of levels, not gonna lie. Like, that is really nice. 2050s, 2,100. Okay, 2,200. Okay, let's farm this till it tells me to stop. I don't remember what level it is to go to the second sea, so I'll just keep going until it gives me the message that I can actually go. Okay, there we go. Talk with Traveler at War Island. Okay, cool. Best thing about this fruit is I can just teleport around instead of having to fly and set spawns. So this is like one of the best mobility fruits technically. But we can go ahead and talk to the Traveler on the back right pillar of the main of this island. Head back to Fishland. And then once we kill this guy one more time. There we go. Okay, cool. We got the map now, so it's in our inventory. Now we can head back to War Island. Talk to this guy again. And now we can head back to Starter Island and start grinding through C2. We are halfway done now. A little over half. Okay, so now that we're here, let's go ahead and do our first quest, which should be this one right here, yeah. Which is to defeat 4 of these beast pyres. Let's see how easily we can do this. Man, I should be able to do that, and then this, and then this, and then there we go. Not too bad. And there we go, level 2,300, pretty fast. This fruit is surprisingly good at grouping up enemies without even using the ult. 2,350, so now I have access to this quest over here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go and just do the last group of enemies, because this guy's a bit too tanky. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the best swordsman, the beast swordsman over here. These guys are a little bit easier. 2,400, 2,450, 2,500. This might be one of the videos where I focus on killing groups of enemies instead of individual ones, because that is significantly easier for basically the exact same reward. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, I got high enough level to where it no longer gives a reward. If you go too high above the level requirement, it takes away the reward. So I have to do one of these bosses instead. Okay, 2,700. Okay, Sea King spawned, and we're gonna fight it, see if we can get a good drop. But I don't really have the health to do this, so I have like no health left over. I got hit once and I'm almost dead. But so is the boss. Oh, I just died. Okay, fun. Okay, let's see. It's tier 2 for our first chest. We got a sand fruit. Nothing too crazy though. Okay, 2,800. Also, wait a second. King Samurai is here. This is his second phase. I totally didn't realize he was here. Okay, let's kill him. There we go. Awesome. So for killing him, we get some bounty, but we also get the Hell Sword. There's also the Muramasa, but I mainly need the Hell Sword because this thing has 2 really good attacks. It has this little range attack, which is very good for damage. And I also have this attack right here, which is a nice little stun that prevents the enemy from fighting back for a minute, which gives me more time for these to regenerate and while dealing damage. So this is going to help out a lot. I will most likely end up using this sword for the rest of the video, which is also why I've been putting all my stats in the sword instead of health like normal. Right now, I would have like near max health, but I've been focusing on sword stat so I can deal more damage. So I could do this again, and then go right back into attacking with these abilities if it didn't like shoot me a mile back for some reason. Because look at that. That's like 6,000-7,000 damage. That is a massive help. And of course, we're still pretty far off of being max. We still have 1,200 points to go. 2,850. I will say normally when you use the ult ability on the gate, the V ability, you can't actually damage the boss, but if the boss transforms, you can still damage them. Like right here, I can actually go ahead and activate my ult it'll still deal damage, and so can I. So that is a nice little bonus about transformation enemy. 2900, 2950. And I will definitely say having access to this sword makes this so much easier. There we go. We're now level 3000. So with this, we unlock a bunch of different things we can do. First of all, we can keep leveling up, doing normal quests, or we now have access to a bunch of daily quests, which all give a decent amount of experience, which happens to be what I'm really needing right now. This first one being kill Joey 3 times, which is level 3000 boss. Which, there we go. Now that we've completed that, our experience is going up really, really high. So now that we've done that, we can go ahead and claim this quest right here. Tear down 3 posters, which gives a very similar reward. And this one is just stupidly easy. I mean, look at this. They're all right here, and now I'm getting even more experience. And now that I'm over here, I can do this quest, which also gives a pretty decent amount of experience. 14 million, which isn't a whole lot, but it's still very good for how much work it is. There's 1 and 3, which gave us 2 levels. Actually, 3 levels, not too bad. Nice. Now let's head over to Dead Tundra, because this puts us right next to a smaller island, which I don't actually know if they're still there or not, because they were added during the Halloween update. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Let's see. Is the reward still good? Go ahead and talk to you. Yep, reward is still very good. 100 million just to head over to this boat. Go down here and press E on this, which will give us a lot of experience. Now let's go ahead and head directly this way alongside the desert island, and there's another island that has the exact same thing on it. And actually, wait a second. Let's head over to, I think it's Skull Island first, because we do need to buy something for this quest right here. We need to spend 5 million cash on a bubble, and I'll just go ahead and teleport over to this island instead because it's a little closer, and just head directly that way. Now let's go ahead and equip the bubble. I'll have to swap over to this like immediately before the last one because this does give experience. But if I go ahead and talk to you, then you give me a quest to dive to 3 spots underwater, hence the bubble. Maybe I do if I go ahead and equip it really fast. There we go. Perfect. And the levels keep me alive. Oh, that works well. Okay, now let's head back to this island, the very last island on the map over here, and head past the stadium to this island where I can do a pretty easy quest to just collect some bones. There is an NPC, and unless they moved it, is it no longer here? Oh, this one might be gone because this one is skeleton related. Okay, they removed this quest, so there's no point to come to this island anymore. Interesting. Okay, that was removed in the latest update. It was like a bunch of bones around the map, but it's kind of sad that's gone because there's another 100 million. I think there was another one here. Yeah, there's this quest right here. Collect 3 floating feathers, but you can just go over here and collect this one. And there's another one just like right above it right here. And I found a third one recently. It's actually over here. I actually didn't know what this was until like earlier this month. But that's all 3 of those. And then one of these is level 3000. Yeah, this one right here. Another 100 million experience. And there we go. Okay, that should be the very last quest I have to do. And then there's another one over on... Cool, with all of that, we basically skip an entire island. We can head over to Dead Tundra. And I skipped this island. And I think if I double check, but let me load it in. Yeah, I'm basically almost to Loaf Island, 3200. So I almost skipped the 2 entire islands with that. 162 levels in a very short amount of time. Okay, 3200, 3225. But I can actually start putting my stats into health full time now because I now have max sword and fruits. So we're now completely maxed out on my capable damage for this video because I'm basically only ever going to end up using the EXP crown. Now that having and collecting a lot of weapons from these bosses, look at all these. No hats at all, but we have a lot of weapons. But now that we're max damage, all I'm needing is health. I think it's time to unlock my final form. Behold, Psycho Gojo with the very creepy eyes and the ears for some reason, but I just love I don't know why. They just add something to an avatar that makes it look so much more unhinged. But yes, back to farming. 3275, which means we can now kill Dough Master. And he's not too bad. We also got the blue scarf, which isn't actually that bad of a hat, but I want that 20% experience. Experience makes me happy. 3,300, 3,400. First of all, we can head over to the next island, which is Pirate Skull, but it also means that we are 1,000 levels away from max level. We are getting very close. Also, apparently a Hydra spawned. Yeah, there it is over there. I mean, I'm definitely not going to survive any type of combat with this thing because I have like no health, but I might as well go over there and get some hits on it so I can get credit. There we go. Serpent's End title. Oh, and we got actually a high tier chest. Oh, what'd you get the... Well, there you go. I just got myself the ATK. Perfect. In order to get to C3, I need to fight a specific boss. I can kill the boss. I have no difficulty with that. I was just summoning it's the problem. I need to summon the Kraken, which I can do once I get to here. Because I need to talk to this guy up here and get myself all these materials. Most of this isn't that bad. I already have most of it. I just need to go farm fish at C1. Same with undead ooze and bones. And then I need a Sea King blood. I just need a singular one. And I don't want to use my main account to help. Because my main account has Sea King blood. I just don't want to like use a main account to give it to myself. So I need to get some on my own. Which hopefully I get one on the next Sea King. Which should spawn in like an hour. 3,500. So we can go to the next island now. Headquarters. Here we have a couple quests we can do. We have the normal ones, but also this one to defeat Hefty 3 times, which gives a decent amount of experience yet again. And there we go. Okay, cool. That should give us a few levels. We're actually going to skip the Vice Admirals and move right to Ponder with that. There we go. Perfect. He's not the easiest, though, because he is using the Gravity Fruit, which is actually really good. Okay, 2550. I did not pick up the hat from him yet. But I have access to the next boss, Hefty. I'm going to keep fighting Ponder, though, because I at least want this cape. His cape is the main thing I'm needing right now, because there are a few better hats, but they're all really rare. This is the most accessible one I can get without getting, like, a really low drop chance. Finally got it! My lord! 3,700! A massive boost since I last recorded. All of that on the same boss. But there we go. That's a nice little boost. 12% fruit damage. I was almost at the point where I wasn't able to get experience from him, so I'm glad I got it. So whenever I need more damage, I have that in case I need it. Oh, check the Hefty coat. Isn't that one a little better? No, well, it gives health. Like, if I really need more health when fighting the boss, that might not be too bad. But Ponder's damage is a lot better. I think the overall help the Ponder cape would give is better, too. So I'll just go ahead and use that one when needed. 3,750, and it no longer gives experience for doing Hefty. Well, I do have a few more totems from fighting him, so let's go ahead and fight Lucidus a few times. He still drops good experience. And there we go. Well, that's all I can do on this island. I have no more totems, and the other things don't drop experience. So let's head to the last island, Dressrosa. Where even is the NPC I gotta fight? I must have gone super far ahead. Track quest. I have to fight the scientist now. I skipped like all the NPCs on this island. Can I kill Flopfeet yet? Oh, I'm very close to be able to fight him. Like very, very close. I'm guessing I'm gonna go ahead. Out of all these NPCs, I'm gonna fight Lomeo because he does have a nice hat drop. I don't think the others drop anything too cool. I don't remember. I just know this boss particular has a nice little hat for damage on fruit. Don't remember the exact stats though. And there it is, the Crimson Scarf. Let's see, what does this do again? Okay, that's like right down the middle. So if I want a little bit, where's it at? This one right here. So it's like 5% less damage, but I gain 7.5% reduced fruit damage. Like, I might actually use that instead. Actually, I don't even know if the Krakens count as fruit damage. That's so difficult. I don't know which one to use. Well, I'll see when I do it, I guess. But actually, because I have that now, we can go up top. And I'm guessing fight Dofi now. Dofi's a little bit more difficult, but he also has a really good drop. But it is a very low percent chance, so mostly not gonna get it. Here we go, a Sea King. No blood, dang it. Oh, let's go. I just got Fluffy's glasses. That is even better. Yeah, I'm going to use that instead. 20% fruit damage. Also gives run speed, which is nice. Also, I'm going to go ahead and trade over my scythe to this account real quick because my other account already has the Acro Scythe because I just found a really good trade and I really want to take this trade. Look at this. Why do I keep fighting trades like this? This is like my 4th Acro Scythe I'm like barely paying anything for. What the heck? Not going to use it at all on the alt, just for the record of the video. I just really wanted to show this is a really good trade. My lord. I could sell this for like 5 Sea King fins if I wanted to. That was actually so dumb though. I'm not going to use it at all for this video, but having alts is so nice for being able to store items like that. Especially because I'm only 600 levels above the trade requirement for this. So that was very close to not being able to happen. That was awesome. And there we go. We are now level 3,975. Well, past that. We're no longer getting experience from Fluffy. And now that I've done that, there is a quest I didn't do earlier, and that is this quest right here. Level 3,800, I get access to this quest, which gives a decent amount of experience for basically no work. So I waited till after Fluffy couldn't give me any more experience to claim it. Because the quest after Dofi is very annoying. I prefer not to fight it as much as possible, so we can go ahead and claim this quest right here and get a few free levels, which saves me about 3 fights or so. I'll end up fighting him a lot though, sadly. Yeah, this thing takes a good like 3 ults to actually kill. I'm gonna go ahead and just fight the captain. They're not any easier. But individually, they have way less health and they don't do like really annoying attacks. So this is perfectly fine for me. I mean, yeah, that is way easier. And look at that. We're so close. 399. And now we are level 4,000 plus, 4,003. I can technically go all the way up to 4,050 by fighting these guys. What I think I might do, because I'm still waiting for the ability to actually get a Sea King blood. Because I'm doing this so fast. I still have just under 5 hours worth of experience boost left from that original boost. I would also be max right now if it wasn't for the new levels in the latest update. But yeah, I'm just going to keep going until 40, 50. And hopefully one will spawn by then. And if one doesn't spawn by then I'm just going to go farm the other materials and then trade for some Sea King blood. And there we go. We're now above 4,050. So we can no longer get experience from this. Still waiting. So I'm guessing I'll try to kill Ryu a few times. Okay, I got tired of waiting. I just looked on the official Discord for the game, and there's chats where people are sending where Sea Kings are at, like what servers. So I'm just going to join those until I get a chest that drops me what I need. I'm getting all levels 4,085 so far. Look at this chest. It's tier 3. Awesome. Blood? Yes, you got a blood. Perfect. This will be my 3rd time doing it. I've done it with Flame and Rumble. I've not done it with Gate yet, but we should be able to do it because we have 5 minutes to deal 500,000 damage. I can do that. So to get the C3, we just take the Heart of the Sea and head over to this island over here between headquarters and the spawn island. And we're going to spawn this guy. Yeah, I'm going to be doing this with fluffy glasses, which aren't too bad. It's the best hat I can get. I should be able to do it because I'm pretty good at the game. So spawn you in and immediately send the ult out and all that. Because I got to deal a lot of damage really fast. I'm mainly relying on the ult because I can use the ult while comboing on this because it's technically a transformation boss because it's not a normal NPC. Well, there we go. That is one arm dead. Hell Sword is really helping with this. So there we go. That's the second one. And that's another one. We have 4 more left. Dealt half the health. Okay, that's another one. Just 3 left. Okay, that one's dead. Just 2 left. I can do this. Yeah, I can do this. This is so stressful because of the time limit. It's one of the only things in this game that has a time limit. I just died. Dang it. Means I gotta fly back. Or not. Yes. Yeah, we have 2.5. Yeah, that's half the time. I've used half the time so far. Let's go. And because I died, I have all my dodges back again for a little bit. Only for a little bit, though, because they shred through them. Oh, yes. Yeah, so this is what you want to do. Just, you have Hellblade and get Rumble. Not this one, though. Rumble, I was able to do so much faster with Rumble. I was incredibly nervous for this fight because everyone said that Gate was horrible for it, but I managed to do it quite fast, actually. I bet I had like 1.5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes left. Not too bad, though. But now that I've done that, I now have the Kraken's Cache, which means if I go ahead and talk to Mr. Squidman, I can now head over to C3 finally. That took a very long time. Cool, so now that we're here, we can continue leveling up. We have 215 more levels to go. Where's our current quest? It looks like our current quest is Fugitive. All right, then. Looks like we're going to fight you until we're high enough level for the Deep One. I might actually farm Deep One villagers because I have a really good fruit for that. Mainly because this guy is like the tankiest non-health bar boss in the game. But he's not too bad. I fought him enough to know what to do. Okay, 4,100, so we can go ahead and actually kill the Deep 1 villagers now. Let's see how much easier they are. These guys will be way easier. Yep, definitely farming these. And there we go, level 4,200 from doing the 1 villagers. I mean, look at this guy. He has like no health despite being a boss. He has the health of a normal NPC. There we go, 4,250. So now we can go ahead and do the very last NPC, the Kingsguard, who isn't much more difficult, but he gives more experience, and he's also closer to the NPC, so I'm going to be farming him for the last 50 levels. He's basically the exact same thing as the Deep One. And there we go. 4,300. After about 8 hours of grinding across like 2.5 days, we are now max level using just the Gojo fruit. You know, also Hell Sword. I mean, it's just so good, you can't just not use it. Now, that would have been 24 hours if I didn't have the times 2 experience, because it sped it up by twice as much. And in addition, I also had the EXP crown most of the time, which gave me 20% more experience. If I didn't have those, that would have taken me 24 hours. So I'm going to count that as 24 hours. But dang, a lot of progress really fast. Gate fruit is really good for grinding. It's even better for PvP yet again. But it is really good for grouping up like the grouped enemies. Most fruits are better at just doing the singular bosses, but this one I was actually really good with like sets of 4 like those over there. So yes, very happy with that. That was my 3rd time grinding through this entire game.